Here.
We have a quorum.
All right. Let's see, first agenda item is approval from the October 3rd minutes. Commissioner Rose?
I'll make a motion to approve.
All right. Commissioner Adams?
I'll second that, thank you.
All right, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? All right, the ayes have it. All right, on to number 4, public hearing. Consider a resolution authorizing the sale of 4824 56th Avenue North for construction of a two-family dwelling.
Thank you, Mr. President. This is a property that you saw in May. We had 2 proposals. The proposal that you gave tentative acceptance to determined that they did not want to proceed, and so we're back with the other proposal for tonight's meeting. So the property of 4824 56 is adjacent to a former gas station. There are some soil issues on that gas station related to contamination from underground tanks. However, there does not appear to be any contamination on our property to the west. And that said, we still needed to go through MPCA to get what's called a construction contingency plan that would describe what mitigation would occur if, after we sell the lot and the builder starts digging, they find something. And I'll get to that in a minute. As I mentioned, the other builder did withdraw about a week and a half ago, and so we went back to the other builder that submitted back in May and asked if they were still interested. And Nick Remler is here. That is the other builder. And he would like to proceed. His company is called Ascent Builders. As with the other proposal, this would be for a twin home on this lot, which is sufficient for a two-family dwelling. Their proposal has not changed since May 17th. The builder plans to live in one unit and rent the other, so a CIC is not needed, but that would be an option in the future if he were to choose to sell it to 2 separate owners. One thing that has come up because of that CCP that we had to do for the MPCA is that in order to discover if there is any other stuff underground, the excavation for the house, the building, needs to occur. But the excavation can't occur until we sell the lot to the builder. So for that reason, we are proposing to set aside an escrow so that if materials are found, up to $7,500 of those costs would be covered out of our sale proceeds. If the cost goes beyond that, the builder would then have the option to basically, it would be an off-ramp for the builder. That we would repurchase the lot, and now we would have more information about our lot, and then we could decide how to proceed with trying to sell it or try to do something else with it. I want to emphasize that we think the likelihood of this is very low. Again, that we've done multiple rounds of different types of testing on this property, but we did not demolish the house that used to be there. That was done 2 owners ago, and then it went through foreclosure. Well, the second owner was actually the bank, so I'm counting them as an owner. But anyway, so because we weren't the party that did the demolition, it is possible that there are bits of the old foundation in there, or again, we're not going to know till we know. So that's why we've created this provision for an escrow from the sale proceeds so that we're anticipating that. If it happens, we're prepared for it, and there is a kind of a ceiling, though, on how much we'll pay out of our proceeds. The builder's off-ramp is the ability to sell the property back to us if the costs go above what the escrow will cover. So that's kind of a new provision unique to this situation, so I want to pause there and see if there are any questions from the EDA board about that escrow provision.
You very thorough. You answered the question I had, so. Anybody else?
All right. So the Ascent proposal, again, is the same one you saw in May. They're proposing to purchase the lot for $115,000. That's $15,000 more than we had put out as our minimum price in our RFP. It's a 1.5, I'll just go right to the plans. There's the site sketch, and there is the floor plan. They would be mirror images of each other. There's a Bedroom and a den on the main floor, along with living, dining, kitchen areas, and a laundry, and a 2-car garage. And then upstairs, there's a loft with another bathroom and 2 additional bedrooms. So it's a fairly sizable house in terms of living space, even though it doesn't have a basement. Here's the front elevation. This would be the view from Bass Lake Road, and the rear elevation below. So tonight, we are asking you to hold a public hearing, take any comments. Again, I know Nick, the builder, would be happy to address you if you like. And then once you've concluded the public hearing, to adopt the resolution authorizing the sale of the lot. Thank you.
Okay. All right. Do we have anybody submit anything for the public hearing? Comments?
Mr. President, you should just open the public hearing and ask if there is anyone, and then
Go from there. All right. All right. At this time, we'll open the public hearing to consider a resolution authorizing the sale of the 4824 56th Avenue North for construction of a 2-family dwelling. Anybody here for that?
Testimony.
Okay. Seeing none, and I will close the public hearing. And next then, we're looking for a motion now, right?
motion on the resolution, please. Thank you.
I have a motion on the resolution?
I'm hastily finding my notes, I apologize. I'll make a motion to adopt the resolution authorizing the sale, am I correct on that? For, of 4824 56th Avenue North for construction of a 2-family dwelling.
All right, do I have a second? Commissioner Adams?
I'll second that motion.
All right, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? All right, ayes have it. All right, property status update.
So in the interest of time, I won't go through everything because I think Ann sent out a very detailed.
I'm sorry.
Sorry.
Before we
Commissioner.
get off that topic,
Yes,
he's done, right?
I'm sorry. Yes, unless do you have anything? No, I appreciate it. Okay.
Congratulations, and we look forward to your building. Thank you.
Good. Thank you.
Yep, sorry.
It's okay. So you got the construction update from Ann on Friday, I believe, through email. So I'd be happy to answer any questions about those, but there was a fair amount of detail in that already. So I wasn't going to add anything else in the interest of time unless you had questions or wanted to discuss anything else about construction activities.
I don't have any particular question, I just wanted to comment that there's an awful lot going on. It's really nice to see that list as long as it was, to see things getting filled, things being renewed in the community. So it was a great list. We got some new activity with the Women's Center. I think that's awesome. So, yeah. Go ahead.
What is Snipes?
Snipes is a semi-national, meaning kind of upper Midwest regional clothing store and shoe store chain. I think they focus on a young clientele. So like sports shoes and, I don't know, nothing I would buy. So I know only what I saw on the web.
Well, I feel like I'm somewhat in the know, but I hadn't heard, and this is going in the former half-price book space.
Yes.
For those listening. So I'm excited because that's been vacant for quite a while. Very cool, thank you.
There's some activity over at 36 in Douglas.
Yeah.
And then even up at the former Burger King.
I didn't see that one.
There's there's construction going on inside the building.
Yep, and the Burger King is underway. They're remodeling to an office. And the former Pizza Hut, thanks to efforts of our Public Works Department, they were able to coordinate the installation of the water service for their new fire sprinkler line, concurrent with work that we were doing to replace some valves, I think, on 36th Avenue, and that saved the owner a fair amount of money and only had one road closure instead of two. So that's good for everybody.
That's great.
Wondered why there were so many
counts.
valves. Saw the valves sitting on the side of the road, and it's like, that's more than just sprinkler.
All right, anybody have anything else? All right, any other business?
No, sir.
Nope. Commission? All right, seeing none. All right, I have a motion to adjourn the EDA?
I'm on a roll, make a motion to adjourn.
Do I have a second?
I'll
All right.
second that.
Commissioner Adams. All in favor of adjournment?
Aye.
Opposed? All right, ayes have it. Did you? Is that a?
No.
Oh, okay, all right.
It was a blast from the past.